Well, we have arrived at the estancia. It is the most magical thing I have seen in a very long time. I guess it's kind of day one, but I'm going to call it day zero because we're not riding today. We just arrived after a 6-hour travel, and it was really cool to be able to take in so many of the sights and get a good look at the landscape beyond the city. The city was incredible. We got to spend a night there and check out the tack shop. Oh my goodness, the saddleries here, the leather, it was an experience all in itself, so that was really exciting. And then the travel up here was really cool. We got to see so many different things, and it's very culturally different than Alberta and Canada. And so just being able to take that in was really neat. We were welcomed with open arms by Angie and Diego, and I cannot wait to show you guys around this place. The hum in the air from the cicadas, you just feel like you've been transported, which we have, to a whole other magical destination. So you guys are going to be in for a real treat. I am ready to get tucked into bed. It's going to be a big day tomorrow, and I'm excited to bring you all on the journey. Good night. We just got back from the most epic ride. I mean, honestly, I didn't really know what to expect today and what we were going to be doing, but we went out for a ride this morning when it was nice and cool and kind of got a lay of the land, got to know each individual horse. And then this evening, we went out for the most magical sunset ride, splashing through water. The splashy canter is what it was lovingly named, and got to know everybody. And it's incredible how a group of people from all over the world can just instantly mesh so well. And I think that's one of my favorite things about Globetrotting is that we all have something in common. We all love horses, and that's why we're here. And it gives us something to talk about in that instant connection. And I mean, how can you not just take this in and love every minute of it? It's something that it not only connects us, but it grounds us. And it doesn't matter what you're going through in your life, you get here and you just feel like it all melts away. And being able to not only ride in some of the most stunning locations in the world, but also being able to form a connection with the horse that you're going to be paired with for the week. And in this case, we get to try a few different horses to see which one fits us best. And so today I was able to ride 2 different horses. Picasso was my favorite. He just was so in tune and just ready to rip, which I absolutely love for moments like this when you get the opportunity to open up. You want to just be able to go, and he was right there for me. And so I'm excited for tomorrow because I think we get to try yet another horse. So I'm going to see what that experience is like. But for now, we're going to go in and enjoy the most incredible meal, because every meal that I've had here has been just, 5-star, nothing short of amazing. And we're going to have some dinner and get tucked into bed. Word on the street is it's a cattle drive, and we're starting bright and early. Well, I can say that this is my first Argentinian cattle drive, so this is a lot of fun. Sean's in front of us, just making sure there's no strays. Hey, Sean! And it's a perfect day for this. Look at the horses over there just booking it. Oh, wow. It's honestly, this is just, it's right out of a movie. Am I on Heartland, the movie? But I'm really enjoying Picasso. This is Picasso. He's very responsive, which is nice. And look at how beautiful this is. Look at the cows going through the water. One thing that's so incredible about the landscape here is that there are so many options for the cows and horses to cool off when they need to. There's access to water in every pen. We've seen some of the cows and horses just go out and lay in the water in the middle of the day. And there's tons of grass. The pasture here is beautiful. All the cows and horses are so fat and happy. Wow, that's all I can say right now. It's been a couple days since I've been able to catch you up on what we've been doing because it's been truly remarkable, and there's so much packed into a day that when we got home at night and after dinner we just all went to bed, which is so great because you're not only just, each day is so not just physically demanding, because yesterday we rode almost 40 kilometers, but also emotionally, mentally, because you're taking in so much. It's incredible. The sights are beautiful. This herd of horses that travels with us is just straight out of a magic land. Honestly, like, I don't even want to say a movie because I've been on a movie set and it's not as beautiful as this. I can tell you that right now. It just feels surreal, it feels dreamlike. And it's been very special. And the day before was a rain day, which was really welcomed because it's been so hot here. And I think that we were all not overly sad to hear that we wouldn't be riding that day because we shifted our energy elsewhere and we got to know the group better. We decided to head into town to visit a local tack shop. When we arrived in Argentina, Sean and I came in full Alberta ranch wear. Jeans, boots, cowboy hats. There was no chance of getting Sean out of that outfit at first. But after seeing how effortlessly stylish the gauchos and Josefina were, and feeling the heat, we knew it was time. It didn't take long for Sean to be fully outfitted, and of course, I was right there with him. We bought new pants, fun hats, new looks, and soon the rest of the group followed. That's when the idea for a gaucho fashion show was born. Everyone put on their best outfits, posed for photos with the gauchos, and honestly, it was one of the most fun moments of the trip. Just look at Sean, he was completely in his element. We spent the rest of the rainy day exploring the estancia, while our horses played right outside the doors to our rooms. The land here is made of sand, and even after a full day of torrential rain, it absorbed everything beautifully. By morning, the puddles were gone, the lagoons were back, and we were riding again under blue skies. That evening, Angie taught us how to make empanadas. It started with a fire. Sean even volunteered to cook, which made everyone laugh. He's actually a great cook. Angie taught us everything, from making the dough to kneading it, rolling it, stuffing it, braiding the edges. Sean was especially good at that part, I must say. We fired them up, ate together, and ended the night dancing right in the living room of the estancia. It was just, that part, I think, was also what really connected us and made us feel like part of the group. Everyone put on their favorite songs, and it turned into one of those unforgettable nights you wish you could relive again and again. I don't know if you can hear this ice cream truck in the background, but so one of the lead mares carries a bell around her neck. She's just itching herself on the tree right now. But as this herd of horses travels with us, we have to know where they're at. And also I was told that the bell helps the herd understand that we're traveling together as a group, as a herd. Whereas when they're just out grazing together and there's no bell, they know that they can kind of do as they please. But as soon as they hear that bell, it's like, okay, we are traveling to the next destination. Everybody has to stick together. And it is remarkable how they all do just stick together. So that was something that was really cool for me to see. And I just honestly, like, look around right now. This is the Corrientes River, which is so incredibly beautiful. And I just stumbled across a small caiman, which I'm going to say this wrong, but Shakare, yes, Shakare, which also is the name of my horse, coincidentally, who I'm totally in love with. He is absolutely incredible. When I first heard that my horse's name was Cayman, or Jacare, I thought, oh, okay, is he going to be a little bit spicy? But he's so wonderful. I just have fallen right in love with him. And just seeing all of the horses' personalities and the friends that they travel with, and they look to each other, and that's just been, it's been something it's really life-changing. I've had an incredible time. We ride most of the day, but at lunchtime, we show up to this incredibly decorated table that has been brought into the landscape. And the meals here are so good, and the proportions are huge. And it's funny, I've now started asking for a half size or quarter size portion because I just couldn't finish it all. And it's so, I mean, the food is amazing. But one thing that's really special and very cultural for this area is having a siesta after lunch. And so the gauchos pull off the sheepskin off of the saddles and lay them down for all of us. And we're all told to go have a siesta before we start riding again. I'm not a napper. I'm not someone who enjoys naps. I usually don't feel good after I have a nap. So that's one of the things that I'm like, I'm just going to go wander and take in the landscape. And then by the end of the day, I'm definitely ready for bed. We've experienced all kinds of weather when we've been here. It was very hot the first day, followed by a bit of a cooler few days with some rain. And now it's getting hot again. And so later today, we are going to be doing a river crossing, and we'll be riding the horses through the river. And I know that's going to be very welcomed by the end of today. We're already quite warm. And then tomorrow is one of the days that I have been looking forward to this whole trip. We are going to be swimming with the horses. And I can tell you right now, I'm ready to just dive in there myself. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I can't wait to see how my horse here handles the water. I've swam with my horses at home, and each horse has a very distinct way of swimming. And so I feel like these horses have done this a lot, and I'm really looking forward to them being my teacher for this. This journey has been so incredible so far, and I appreciate you all joining me on it, whether you're here in person or following along on social media. And stay tuned for some very cool adventures coming up. The animals we experienced on this ride were unforgettable. We saw incredible exotic birds, heard the loud, constant hum of cicadas, and watched capybaras swimming happily in the lagoons, completely unbothered by us riding past. What's wild is that these lagoons are home to caiman. We never saw one while we were on horseback, but knowing they were there added a whole new layer to the experience. The cicadas were something else entirely. Larger than life, loud, and impossible to ignore. And one day, a stick bug, or maybe a praying mantis of sort, decided to climb on my saddle for part of the ride. I got a really close look at him, which definitely freaked a few people out around me. Every ride, I just felt alive. The land, the animals, the sounds, it was all part of the magic. One of the coolest things about Globetrotting with the Stars is it's such a unique way to connect with my fans. These people, they become our friends. We're with them for, 30 kilometers a day, 8 hours plus. And I think that you form very special connections when you spend that much time with someone. And one of the best things is we all have a common love and interest right away. We love horses. That's why we're here. So it gives us something to talk about, and that connection with people that are from all over the world that you've never met before. And you arrive and you instantly feel like friends. I want to introduce you to the riders on this Globetrotting with the Stars in Corrientes. First off, we have Karen, who I can say is the matriarch of our ride. She is soon celebrating her 70th birthday, and she's so proud of it, so we can give away her age. She has been able to keep up with the youngest and the strongest, and I've been so proud of her on this trip. She's truly an inspiration. I think one of Karen's secrets is that she was an Olympic gymnast and impressively can still pull off the most picture-perfect cartwheel at close to 70 years old. Next we have Karen from Washington. Oh my goodness, we have had some laughs. They first paired her with this giant Percheron cross horse named Gorilla, and we were kind of laughing about it. We said, oh, the poor guy, he's got a name like Gorilla. But the more you get to know the horse, the more endearing the name is. And he's always the one who's like this silent giant at the back, and he just plows through everything and he goes with the motions. But it's been so fun getting to know each person, but also each horse. And I feel like when you spend this much time in the saddle, you really get to understand the horse that you're paired with and the rest of the horses on the ride as well. Next we have Tamara, who is a little piece of Margaret River on this ride. Margaret River, Australia was where we went last year for our Globetrotting with the Stars, and it was no short of an amazing adventure. And every time I hear her laugh and talk, it just transports me back to that ride. She is just such a glowing presence, and just having her on this ride has just made us all smile. Juliana is from Indonesia, and she lives in Seattle now. And she was a little bit apprehensive about this ride because she hasn't had a whole lot of time in the saddle. And I have to say, she surprised us all and has kept right up with the herd. And I think this has given her a new sense of confidence in the saddle because you're spending so many hours. And we're not just walking down the trail, this is a fast-paced ride, and she has just done a great job of keeping up with the herd. Sylvie. Sylvie's a fellow Canadian from Montreal, and she suffered a back injury not long ago, and she was ready to cancel the ride. And it was Mercedes who said, no, you are coming with us. You are going to have such a great time. We'll go at your pace. If you're not feeling up to it, we can go at a slower pace. And I do believe that she is so happy she made the decision to come, because it has just been so incredible. Not only to get to know her, but she said she also feels so much more confidence in the saddle, and she's been feeling great. Speaking of Mercedes, one of my favorite humans ever. Mercedes is originally from Canada, but she met an Australian and he took her to the land down under, and she's just loving it there. I had the opportunity to ride with Mercedes in New Zealand, at the Twin Coast Adventure. And I just have to say, what a positive energy that girl has. And she keeps us all going. And there's long days, at the end of the day, we're all a little tired. And then you just see her, okay, what are we gonna do now? And she's always creating fun and games on the trail, whether it be finding the stickiest seaweed in the marsh to throw at everybody, or just enjoying life to the fullest, that's for sure. Kim and her daughter Jill have been a little taste of Alberta in Argentina, both from the Calgary area and have been riding there for many years. This was a really great opportunity to be able to chat about home away from home and then experience a new place together as well. And it's been really nice to see a mother-daughter reconnect over horses. Jill has moved to Vancouver, so she's not close to her family in proximity, and this journey just brought us all together, and I think it was really nice to see that connection between a mother-daughter on a ride like this. Kat, what can I say? What a woman. Honestly, it's so fun, so herself, and we've had a really good time getting to know her because it's one of those things where she says what's on her mind, and it's usually very dry in delivery and always funny. Kat has decided that she's moving to Argentina and she's going to become a gaucho. Well, next I gotta throw to downtown Katie Brown, who is currently filming this. She has been my world-traveled photographer, makeup artist, hair stylist, wardrobe designer, creator. Honestly, I don't think I could do it without her. And we have had so much fun on this ride. And it's kind of a bonus that she loves horses as much as I do, because we can travel the world together on horseback, which is such a special thing to do. Next, we have our Swiss sisters, and seeing them together has just been so heartwarming. Both Lisa and Sophie are just the most down-to-earth, grounded, beautiful sisters, and they had such a great connection. We keep joking with them that they must fight a lot behind closed doors, because every time we see them together, they're laughing and enjoying one another's company, and I do believe that they've really enjoyed this ride and exploring a place that they might not have seen otherwise. And then there's Kaori. I met Kaori on my very first globetrotting ride in Australia. She's from Japan, and back then her English was minimal. But this time she had worked so hard, and it was incredible to watch her speak with everyone, laugh, and truly connect. I got to know her in a deeper way on this trip, and I'm so proud to call her a friend. She is an incredible woman, a very talented rider, and she's celebrating her 60th birthday in the year of the fire horse, and she truly embodies it. Strong, beautiful, and full of energy. Kaori brought us the most thoughtful gifts, including authentic Japanese hairpins, and she taught us how to put them in our hair. Sean even received a beautiful Japanese fan. It's always a joy to ride with her, and I hope with all my heart that I get to ride with Kaori again on another globetrotting adventure. I can't not mention our most gracious and wonderful host, Josephina. She has been just such a gem on this whole experience. So kind, so giving, so understanding. And she takes the most incredible care of these horses and the experience. She loves each and every one of them so much. And I just think that it's been very inspiring to see her way of life and to see how she runs a ranch in Argentina and takes care of not only the visitors, but the horses and everyone here as well. Wow, what a way to end a beautiful 7-day trip. This felt like a dream, the entire part of it. But today, when we got to swim with the horses in bath water, on a beautiful sunny day, and the horses took such good care of us, and they were so good at what they did today. I'm still on cloud nine. I just want to give a huge thank you to Globetrotting because this was a dream of a lifetime trip, and I can't wait to see where we go next.